Hi guys, welcome to my channel WaySheBlushes and welcome to yet another foundation swatch and review video. So in today's video, I will be swatching and reviewing this hydrating foundation from K Beauty. This foundation is enriched with avocado and mango butter. That is what is mentioned on the box. So I'm quite excited to try this foundation. I have heard really good things about this foundation. Now I have a combination skin, which means T-zone of my face is oily and this part of my face is dry. So usually I go for foundations which are meant for oily skin because although my T-zone is oily, I do get oil right here from my nose on my cheeks. So basically products which are meant for oily skin, they do tend to suit my combination skin. However, during winters when my skin turns absolutely dry, then I have to switch to products which are meant for dry skin, and that applies to foundation as well. So as I do in all my foundation swatch and review videos, I will first be swatching this foundation on my entire face to show you the texture, the coverage and the shade of this foundation and how it looks on my skin tone, and then you can come back so that I can tell you my review on this foundation. So let's get started. So starting with the swatch of the shade 130Y medium in K Beauty foundation, I will just be applying this foundation first on half of my face, and I will be quickly comparing the shade, how it looks on my hand versus how it looks on my face, because a lot of times there is a shade difference when you apply on your on your face ka skin versus how it looks on your hand. So now I'm just quickly blending it. Blending this foundation is again very easy. I love when foundations blend easily. That shows how good a foundation is, how light consistency it is, and how blendable the foundation is actually on my combination skin. So now you can compare the foundation shade against my natural skin tone, and very clearly, as I can see here, the shade is not a true match. This is not my perfect like true shade. However, the shade does not look gray on my face, which is what I like. This shade has like the right amount of yellow in it for my skin. However, the shade is like a one shade lighter for my skin, my skin tone. Now I will be switching off the ring light and show you how the shade looks on my face in a normal room light setting. In a room light setting, like, the shade looks a tad bit closer to my natural skin tone. Under the ring light, the shade looks a little brightened, and you can see the difference a lot more than in natural room light. So now I'll be applying the foundation on other half of my face as well. And now I have an entire face of K Beauty foundation. I have the foundation on my entire face, and you can see how it looks, the texture and everything. It has a semi matte finish. I like the finish. It's not like a proper matte finish. It does give you a little bit of glowy, dewy skin. I will not say it has a dewy finish because it does not have a dewy finish, but it comes somewhere between dewy and matte. That's why I said it's a semi-matte finish. I like the coverage also. I mean, it does give me a pretty good coverage. Now again, I have switched off the ring light, and this is how the foundation looks in a normal room light setting. I like the finish of the foundation. I really like it. It looks very mellow on my face and it looks very nice. So I feel for someone who does not like neither too matte finish or too dewy skin, so this foundation will be somewhere in the middle of it and will suit that person. So now that you have seen the swatch, I hope you were able to get some idea of the shade and the texture of this foundation. Talking about the foundation, the first thing that I would like to address is the hydrating foundation part, which says on the packaging and which I have heard from most people as well. Now I have a combination skin, so I do prep my skin really well. I apply a good hydrating moisturizer followed by a good primer. Although it is a hydrating foundation, I did feel that it was drying up my skin a little bit, like it was settling down on the fine lines of my face, like right here near my nose I could see one slightly small crack, which meant that this is like a little bit drying foundation, to be honest. This foundation has a matte finish. It does not have a dewy finish. These days, like, I love the foundations which give me the dewy finish. I live for that. However, the K-Beauty foundation gave me a semi-matte look on my face. Talking about the coverage, this foundation does provide a pretty good coverage. I would give it 8 on 10 for the coverage part. As for the staying part, I feel K-Beauty foundation can last on my face for 8 hours very easily, provided I'm not sweating a lot, like I'm sitting in a good room with a fan on. And during summer season, if you're sitting under a AC, I think for 8 hours this foundation will not budge. One thing that I observe and love in my foundations is the consistency. I like my foundations to be very light on my face. I don't like heavy foundations which sit heavy on my face. This foundation is exactly that. It is a very nice, lightweight, good foundation which blends very nicely on my skin. So for that, I'll give it 10 on 10. I do have to mention that this foundation, the shade that I showed you, 130Y, is not my true shade. I did feel that it looked a little bit lighter for my skin. However, having said that, again, this foundation does oxidize. So after a while, like half an hour, 45 minutes post applying the foundation, I did feel that it started looking a little bit more natural on my face, and I was like quite satisfied with it. So that is something you must know, that this foundation does oxidize up to 1 or maximum 2 shades deeper. But I'm happy that it does not look grey on my skin. If that would have happened, then this foundation would have been a waste for me. So I think I have covered all the points regarding this foundation. However, if I have missed out on something, then please ask me in the comment section. I will take it from there. Also, if you liked watching today's video and if this video was useful for you, then please give this video a big like, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, WaySheBlushes. You can also follow me on my Instagram, where I upload a lot of reels these days. I mean, Instagram is all about reels these days. You will find a lot of good content on my Instagram page. My Instagram ID is WaySheBlushes, and the link to my Instagram page will be there in the description box. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and now I will see you in another foundation swatch and review video on my channel very soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.